Today is special because I've been here for 2 months.
Discussing Chinese cars, the idea that we'll all drive them, people calling me a communist, and more. But then they bring me and show me a product like this, and I look at it and say, wow. And then they tell me the price, and I say, wow.
Because honestly, what I've seen so far has left me pretty impressed by everything this car offers, which is like a little tank.
Just now, when I was on my way, I stopped it next to a Suzuki, and the Suzuki looked tiny next to it. And I think those are important points, right? Another thing, I have it here in Bolivia. I'm in Santa Cruz. I already came down from La Paz through the sand desert.
I've brought other cars here before because this had to be done here. This 4x4 is super prepared and I couldn't do it elsewhere. So I come here to look for answers to a myth that's really strong right now, right?
It's the 212 T01, known as the Chinese Jeep. I'm removing the Jeep label because it's just as good as a Jeep.
From a visual standpoint, what I'm seeing has nothing to envy from a Jeep. It has nothing to envy from any 4x4 of this style that I've driven. There we are, bringing everyone in. Anyone with a Bronco ready for off-roading joins us. If I wasn't confident I'd make it out, I wouldn't come. Sand is as risky as mud for getting stuck, and I've experienced both.
Yeah, I've gotten stuck in the sand and I've gotten stuck in the mud. It's bad. This isn't one of those cars you talk about.
Am I taking Instagram photos? This is totally different. It has keys that look mechanical just like the factory ones. When we take a look around the outside to see all its features, but for now, in the short time I've had it, 100.
This is the perfect time to subscribe to the channel, to turn on that bell so you get notified.
Do you think if you're not subscribed to the channel, they still bring me to places like this to do what I do?
To drive brand new trucks that nobody has ever driven before in the sand desert. So you can do it, look, by turning on the bell.
Let's take a look at the design of this from the front, starting 212.
That's the area of the most important telephone line in the world, which is the one in New York, from the front. I have a 40-degree angle of attack here, with an entry angle of 40 degrees and an exit angle of 35. Very good, extremely important recovery hook. And since the height is so great, it's very hard to hit anything here.
Round lights that are LED, depending on the version you choose.
We're going to have a 360 camera here that will give you a complete view around the car with bird's eye view and everything included. You see they have sharp, thin lights.
I like having the two projectors in the center. If I go higher, there's a marked space here.
That's for versions with a windshield. This one just has a rear blocker. Another version has blockers front and back, plus a windshield snorkel.
Oh, basically I have this one, just arrived here. It's coming in, more than 40 are on the way. I really like the whole design.
And you might say, well, what does it look like? It doesn't look like a Jeep because Jeep has 7 here in the center. This one only has 3 lines.
I love the 212 thing. How did they work on it? The hood.
The big bumper, I mean, it's super wide. It looks aggressive, boxy, kind of like a Hummer.
You see, wow, I really like it. The light is already included as part of the package. I love it because even here where it's very sunny, it turns and you feel the light on your face.
While recording, I noticed this. They've done a great job, but I want to show you something. The hood's top with all its lines looks really wide.
I love it too. The grip on the edges is fantastic. Standing here, I really like what they've done with the hood. Let's go ahead and open it to see what's underneath. The design has 3 upward peaks in rows.
Was it designed for aerodynamics? I'm not sure. Maybe it's just for looks.
What I love most about this upper part is the light. See how it shines on your face and you can feel it.
That feature is great. I like this so much. It should be standard in every car like this, coming from the factory as part of the package.
It's beautiful. I really like it.
We don't have the front glass that opens here, but who knows, this could evolve. 212 is a revered name in China. I'll explain why.
It was born in 1965 as the BJ212 and was made especially for military use. Bao just launched it as its own brand, like Sniper. Do you remember vehicles with built-in military heritage?
Now it's bigger, more powerful, and features 21st century interiors, blending historic influence with modern engineering.
This is what I have here today. It's been a while since I've had a car like this. I've done similar things, but not exactly like this one.
Even the passenger in the back when I was coming, it felt like I was sitting inside a Yiguago.
The most important thing now is what powers this machine 2.0, the engine we have here.
The cover says 212.
I would have used a different color so it stood out more. Hydraulic lift is important. Not every model of this type has one.
This is a turbo engine that's supplied by Dong Harbin. I guess that's something. Dan gang, that's why these are Chinese things. This one has 228 horsepower and between 400 and 410 Nm of torque. The low pulse ranges from 0 to 100. This is important.
And then there's a burst of force, which is to get the axle out of the hole.
When you're stuck, you can hold the climb. By placing your feet anywhere, you manage to get out. 4x4 system, of course. The locker is on the rear axle. 8-speed automatic transmission. It's a part-time 4x4. Because if you don't want it, you just take it off. That's it. You only use it when you need it. Because it lets you drive in 4x2 and 4x4 on asphalt and connect it.
In serious terrain like this, switch to 4x4. It uses 10.9 liters per 100 kilometers.
They were telling me here about what's happening with the gasoline.
Quality depends on many factors. I think a car's performance is also influenced by the gasoline and when and where you use it. Now where we are, what we did was lower the tire pressure. Because here it's either very low or there's altitude. Now we're here in the sand.
And there's an important fact. The version of what's called thermal management is very important. We have an extra cooler here to give the engine more cooling. We asked because there's one here and another there.
What? Because it needs a bit more cooling. And that's taken into account here, in the design of this whole engine. As a result of all that, it has more flexibility. It experiences much less fatigue in its operation than, for example, a manual.
Since we're working with a Chinese car, you don't need to worry about the warranty. We have both warranty and parts here.
That's the problem with Chinese cars worldwide. The parts. There are markets that write to me, very concerned about the parts, but here we have parts.
We offer a 5-year or 125,000 kilometer warranty. Just keep that in mind.
Let's continue around it and discuss the chassis, that especially the impressive side.
On the side, we're going to have this unit here, which of course has 5 doors. Okay, does it have good height?
The first thing I would do if I bought it for myself, knowing that I like to come to these places, not just sand, but also rocks, for climbing and crawling, going up and down.
I'd add an iron bar here and swap this step for fixed iron ones to protect the side, but you can customize it as you like.
Here we have Turbo 212, they added the bump. These are just decorations, disc brakes, suspension with good rebound in the front and back, as you can see, 4 ventilated discs.
The suspension isn't independent, it's called a Type 5 suspension.
The fenders are very pronounced, which gives it a bit of width. When you look at it from the front, it looks super wide because the fenders really help with that. We have the turn signals on the side mirrors here. The door feels solid when you open it.
Even the interior feels familiar. For what we know, you'll be able to put rails on the roof and set it up when you want to set it up.
I like that it feels heavy. I like that it's not too modern.
Everything here is designed for this lifestyle, coming and going adventures, so you can do 1,000 things with it.
I rode as a passenger when I came here since I don't know the way, so I let them drive.
Look here, rubber mats so you can take them out and wash them, because you're going to bring this off the road and it's important to have that capability.
If we look, it has good height, it has a handle to get in, let's get in. Well, first these seats fold 60-40. It ends up almost flat because there's a space in the back underneath.
Let's lift it up. And when I was sitting back here, I felt like I was in a G-Wagon. Because of the space, because there was no noise. We were driving on a dirt road, bumping along, and there wasn't a single sound.
And I think that's a big plus for a truck.
In the center, we do have cup holders here to rest your drinks, air vents, and we have 2 USB-C ports down here at the bottom with a small compartment.
And well, remember, there are several versions. There's a fully equipped version called Navigator.
You can remove some parts and add others. I'm unsure about the top, okay?
Unlike the Jeep or Bronco, which you can disassemble and remove the top, this one comes fully assembled. Here is a version.
First off, the door handle has a military style.
I like that it's all rustic like this. We have speakers at the bottom with cup holders too, which all gives it a nice look because it's not delicate.
I don't want this car to be delicate. Inside, the seats have the same finish as the front ones.
Pockets in both places and ready for war, as I said.
Back in Bolivia with Julio, we've visited several times.
So many times?
We've gotten vehicles stuck here and pulled them out.
We've jumped with the
vehicles.
And it's a new experience to come with a 4x4 like this because it's the first Chinese Jeep and you're testing it at the same time as I am.
exactly. We're getting to know it together.
My initial opinion, just from what you see on the surface, is that I love it.
Say, I see it because look, I don't know if you know this costs $13,000 to $15,000 in China. Okay.
That's crazy.
That's wild. Like I said, whether you agree or not, we'll all end up driving Chinese cars and other brands will vanish.
Unless they partner with the Chinese. All the other brands are going to disappear, and they're going to disappear for good because they won't be able to handle it.
Tell me, you drove it a little. Did you take it up there?
Right, but we arrived as passengers first. Goodbye.
Is that correct?
You told me
The perception many people have about Chinese vehicles is that they're poor quality. Of course,
Here,
everywhere I touch, especially here on the door plastics, everything feels smooth and well put together. Because look at the roads we're driving on right now. We can have this conversation calmly. We're not hearing any noise. If there's any noise, it's likely from all the stuff in the trunk, not the assembly or quality. It's incredible.
I feel it's very well finished. It feels solid. It feels strong here. Absolutely.
the materials also feel top notch. I'm impressed by how they can make a car for so little money with this quality.
Not at all.
He can't understand it. He can't have it.
It's something new for me to have this kind of experience, and here we are, super equipped 4x4 no.
Exactly a fraction on all four wheels. We have the options of 2H4, H4L, and also the rear differential lock. And it has an option that they're going to bring, which is the Navigator, if I'm not mistaken, which will also have the front differential lock. So it's
Very important, deep sand, but it doesn't get stuck. Great.
even if it breaks, it's still zero. If not,
It doesn't get stuck and quickly catches on. Exactly. We're in 4 right now.
with stability control off in sand mode, the car moves easily from side to side, which is ideal. If it corrects you,
Exactly.
if stability control corrects you, it slows the vehicle, causing you to get stuck.
I like all the buttons below and the controls on this side.
See all the buttons. I also mentioned we don't have everything on the screen because when you're in 4x4 you need big buttons, easy to press quickly so you know where they are. For example, in snow mode you have 2H, 4H, 4L. On the right side you have the descent control buttons and the driving modes. Again, stability control and the differential lock button plus 2 extra buttons. And
All the versions will come with a sunroof, and the most equipped one, which is the Navigator, will have the option to open the roof and everything. Removing parts, like taking the roof off and putting it back on with the Bronco or Jeep, I'm sure it's going to come super ready for all that time. I like that this doesn't even, like, wow, it goes wherever it wants and gets out because sand is as treacherous as mud. It's always been like that. If someone stayed behind, let's ask. They help us. How much can we ask to help them? 200 Bolivianos, 200 Bolivianos. Okay, look, they're waiting for us. Let's help him and then we'll continue.
We're good people here in Bolivia with our hearts in our hands. Let's see how we can help.
Let's see. What happened to him? They mugged him for a reason. Of course, I'm not going to cover it up. A reason because of word life.
But it's low, the sand, it catches, it gets stuck, and if you don't get enough speed.
Look, do we need it? Does he have a rope?
We're going to talk about the back now. Tell him. You can see how important it is to have a well-equipped car in places like this.
In easy lands. Hey, it's always happened to me in places. Well, those of you who follow my channel and my videos have seen me get stuck anywhere.
Because sometimes being daring, I end up taking a car where I shouldn't and I get stuck. And that's the case with this RAFOL.
But also, those tires aren't all terrain. They're not who knows what speed I was going.
Is there a car that never gets stuck?
Not all cars get stuck, but if it's a good driver who knows what he's doing, he can try to avoid it as much as possible, right?
Exactly, of course. And what do you think about defensive driving?
It's very good. It's half and half. It's half and half. It's extremely important.
We brought the ram in case we got stuck during the rescue, but we didn't need it. The ram was mainly for the rescue.
So we made the decision, what are we going to use the ram for? Let's use these 212S that we brought. If we have a tow hook in the back, let's hook it up here. We're going to pull it with this one. That's what we brought it for. Let's do the full test. Let's go. Back here we have the tow hook on this one, which is for 2 things, to rescue and to be rescued. Okay,
So, move forward a little, lower the window, move forward a little, go forward slowly until I tell you. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's go, let's go.
Hold it there. Start up and put it in reverse, please.
You have to end up letting me know and accelerate gently when I tell you. That's it, accelerate gently. Okay, go ahead, gently, come this way, let's go. Go ahead, let's go. Go ahead, now go ahead, let's go, grab it, go ahead.
Wait, there, let's go. Go ahead, wait, stop, let it pass. Put it in neutral then.
Turn it off. Accelerate. That's it. Go ahead. Accelerate. Straighten the steering wheel.
Go ahead, keep on. Go ahead.
Let's go a bit further to that curve so we can turn around.
All right, let me know when you're ready. Let's go. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Bye.
Wait, bye.
Let's go. Look at the tire. Put the tire straight, man. Look straight. Stop.
You can't turn it on. It slows me down.
All the way to the right on the wheel, more to the right. There. Now go back. That's it. Let's go.
Come on, speed up. Let's see.
Now that's it. 2 tombstones. Straight. Why aren't you guys talking anymore? Big mistake. If he turns the wheels, the brakes catch the sand and block me, so I couldn't move forward.
But it stalls. Rascon doesn't have any of the wheels either. It's fine. They're all bald.
And look where he is now. It can't be. We saved his day. That's what's important here.
This is the most fun part for Alba, not the adventures.
Thank you.
No.
Hey, no problem. My pleasure. Like I told you earlier, that's how we are. We always are.
If I see someone who needs help, I hope to help and that they'll help me when I need it.
I help other people with the intention that they help me. There it is. Blessings. Same to you. Thank you. Same to you. Thank you. Damn.
Well, you all saw it right there.
At Autos Bolivia, we do things others don't. And the best part is we do it with faith.
We didn't charge him anything, but whenever I'm stuck in Miami, someone charges me $200 or $250 to help me.
Has that happened to me? Yes, one person did get me out.
Like a good Samaritan?
Like a good Samaritan, though not everyone does.
Yes, it's happened to me as well. I was stranded, needed help, and had to pay for it.
Of course. No, but that's very good.
Well, Julio, tell me, what do you think about the finishes in here? The materials?
The materials are excellent. No strange noises, faux leather, soft plastic, all feels solid. Even this handle is here in case things get rough.
That's right.
That's what impresses me.
It's super solid.
What impresses me is that everywhere you touch, it doesn't feel cheap, even though it's an inexpensive Jeep.
Exactly. In Bolivia, physical dollars are worth about $35,000 to $35,900.
Okay.
Bolivia has high tariffs of 40%. If a vehicle costs $100,000 in the United States, legal papers in Bolivia cost about $42,000. That really increases the price. But if we go to countries where the customs fees aren't as expensive, like Chile, for example, this vehicle could easily cost $25,000. Look at the product.
It has.
Panama is the same and low, while the Dominican Republic is also high.
And there we go back to what you said. A product like that for $25,000, what traditional brand can compete?
No, not at all. Absolutely not. I think they have a very, very good quality. I'm impressed with this one.
Not just quality, we saw the power when we had to pull in the sand dunes.
We never got stuck.
We never got stuck.
Yes, I think it's very well prepared, and I know that the ones they brought for the presentation have already been sold. 40 more are on the way.
Yes, they all sold.
What deal should I make with Mr. Nicholas? Should I ask him to save one for me when I return?
Of course, you need one in your favorite color, military green.
Military green? The Navigator.
At Alba in the back. Share your Instagram and social media so they know who's driving when the vehicle leaves.
Of course, that's my car. In Bolivia, we park it right there. Exactly. In general, at your house, where do you park it?
Anywhere, but when it comes, we're going on adventures all over. Bolivia, the death road. You don't know it?
We'll do that next time.
There are many places we can explore in Bolivia near Lake Titicaca that you may not know about.
Living somewhere like this, having one of these would be amazing since I love adventures. I haven't been to the Uyuni salt flats either. You can drive a truck there, right?
You can drive in with a truck.
Anything more to add? It's a competition, correct? But it's going to take sales away from a lot of people.
From many people searching for a product. The thing is, here in Bolivia, 4 products with these capabilities are very expensive. You need to stick to a budget. If this option is $35, you'd have to choose something like a Wrangler, which costs $75. The Bronco that's just about to arrive will probably be around $80,000 to $90,000. So, a G-Wagon that you mentioned reminds you a lot of the way it drives? Yes.
Maybe.
You may lack the same power, but the vehicle still performs well.
And also the finishes. It reminds me the way it is, it reminds me.
Quite a lot. Well, an E500 here is about $250,000 for either one. So, it's a vehicle that if people get to know it, to be able to try it out, if you create, for example, interactions where you can come here and test it, it will sell quickly, leaving you with very few.
Competition. That's a good idea to hold an event here on a weekend and invite potential buyers. Anyone who tries it as we did will feel encouraged.
Exactly.
They'll be encouraged, they'll go.
The price of the vehicle will make sense, a lot of sense.
Look, we also have auxiliary buttons and hill descent control back here. The other one, which I can't see, you have
the differential lock and driving modes, both adjustable there.
In connection, we have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It doesn't have that.
What I was saying to Andre is that it doesn't have either of them, but it does have Mirror Link, which basically mirrors your phone to the...
Everything is shown on the screen. Yes, I've promoted those gadgets.
And what I also like is that in its reverse camera, you have the guidelines and the camera quality is really good.
And I really like that light. I think it's fabulous.
Why didn't anyone take my part of the video before I did?
Spectacularly beautiful. I loved seeing that light there, even on a sunny day. When it hit my face though, I thought, wow, it must be even stronger at night.
Well, what else about the suspension? The handling?
I feel pretty good for what we're doing.
I still need to crawl, and the woman from the factory said I could go over the rocks. She messaged me on WhatsApp, but here it's only sand and small things, no rocks. So it's not like you can say, well, let's crawl a little here, go up and down, because she told me it's really good at doing that too. Of course, that way, right? Yeah. There. It would be something nice to do with her, but I imagine you can do it in other parts of Bolivia too. Over there? Yes, around there. Do you think that's possible?
Did you see? With the seats down, there's a step for loading, but it's not flat.
But that's not a problem, because what you carry here are backpacks, packages, that kind of thing. You won't be in construction loading drywall or similar tasks. Let me share some important information we have now. The rescue team that's coming with us has a Starlink. We need to put a Starlink on this and maybe here too. You could offer it as a company extra. Remember, you'll sell it to everyone. I'm struggling to connect. It's been 10 minutes and I'm shaking, but I'm still here, down below. We have the jack and a jacket, so we're visible if we need to stop and change a tire, preventing accidents. And further down? I don't know what's further down. Nothing. Further down, there's absolutely nothing. We have a light and a 12-volt connector on this side. These little things are for hanging bags, hanging things, tie-downs that we have here at the top and on the door. I lost my drone, but they put it here for me since you can store things here. This cargo space is important when open. If I'm not mistaken, we make a table on both sides. Wait, it only opens to make things easier. It's really nice back here. All cars of this type should be like this, so you can assemble and disassemble them easily. We close the solid filling door. We have the full-size spare wheels here in the back and the reverse camera, which we have right here in the center. I don't know where I am in Bolivia, so you should lock this to prevent theft. Okay? This entrance, the 212, and these lights are familiar. They remind me of the Bronco here. Okay, since this was made for the desert, I'm in the desert. If we remove this here, we have a place to put the flag. So people can see you. Because right here, in these dunes, if you don't have something tall, nobody can see you. We have a place to put the repeater antennas. This is part of the package. The handles and hinges are 201 iron and the windshield wiper is behind the wheels. Nothing fancy. We go down 35, that's the departure angle here at the back. There's a towing device there. This has a towing capacity of 2.5 tons. It's important because you're going to tow something. When you have equipment like this, you're always going to tow something. So now you know. Thanks for subscribing and following me. It's why I'm able to be in places like this. See you next time.